The other day, I got a great question, which was, do you think that 30 minutes a day, just like riding on a board, is good enough to practice for skateboarding? Because they're thinking about starting on their lunch break, but feel a little embarrassed just to skate around and not try any tricks. Well, the easy answer is absolutely 100% yes, but let's talk about it.
I 100% think that 30 minutes of riding a day is enough. However, we all have different goals in skating, so that might not be the perfect formula for everyone. But I can tell you one thing for sure. If you skated around your local park for 30 minutes every weekday for an entire month, you would be so much better at skating. It's wild. The best part about skating is that it is impossible to skate consistently and not improve, even if you don't realize it or feel it in the moment. Your body and brain are always learning, always making micro improvements, always understanding what has to be done just a little bit better. Unfortunately, most skaters will start to learn tricks before they can remotely ride comfortably. It's common to see new skaters still unable to put any weight on their front leg while pushing, or just kind of hopping around on their back foot, but then go right over to the grass and spend 30 minutes working on shove-its or ollies. And this is by no means criticism, this is just reality. There's a lot of internal and external pressure to jump right into tricks, and some people only want to skateboard because they want to learn tricks. Put that together with the fact that many YouTubers even guide beginners in that direction with videos like 5 tricks you can learn on your first day skating. And you end up with a lot of beginners working on tricks long before they can ride or push comfortably. I was super hungry for tricks too when I started skating, so I am absolutely not an exception to this. But I did quickly start to settle and work on just riding because I did know it would help me in the long run. And it did. It took me about 250 hours before I actually felt comfortable skating, jumping on my board, and trying tricks rolling. And I know that if I had dedicated more time to just riding around in the beginning, I probably would have felt comfortable a lot faster. Because the more comfortable you are, the faster you'll learn tricks. It certainly doesn't mean that you're going to get them right off the bat, it just means that you're starting from an advantageous position. You aren't afraid of the deck moving, you've got some solid riding foundations, and you're ready to really tackle any trick you want because you already put in all that hard work to get comfortable. So I would argue that you'd make faster progress just by riding around your local park consistently than if you, say, went to that park and just did grass ollies every day instead. Funny enough, the better I get at skateboarding and tricks, the more I enjoy cruising. I've been really into riding around and working on riding skills recently. So I want to end this video with some suggestions for you if you're considering just riding around and maybe feel a little self-conscious, or if you want to take your riding skills to the next level. First of all, throw on your favorite music. After 2 songs or so, there's a good chance you'll be so lost in the music and yourself that you'll stop feeling self-conscious altogether. This always is the case for me. And then feel free to work on riding skills besides pushing. Pushing around by itself is definitely enough when you're a beginner. It's much better than the alternative. But if you want to add to it, I would recommend working on the following skills in accordance to your current skill level. Of course, tic-tacs. These are so important and you can get so good at doing them just with a little bit every day. I would throw in some switch pushing and switch tic-tacs as well. Tackle that now and you will not regret it later, I promise. I call these lifts. Just start lifting your nose off the ground. You don't need to hold it to do a manual, just lift your nose and get used to it. This is really just a beginner warm-up to manuals, because of course, as you get better, you can start holding them longer and longer, and maybe even turn them into nose manuals, something I need to work on a little more consistently. You can also work on alternating kick turns, pivoting off the nose or the truck that's in front of you. These are phenomenal for building up board control, and I always work on these in both directions to try and keep my skills even and balanced. Small little hippie jumps are always great. While rolling around, try and get used to jumping up and down on the board. It's a lot easier to learn how to shove it and ollie if you already have built up quite a bit of confidence just jumping onto the board itself. I call these little pops. They're intentionally rocketed ollies. I just want to bounce the tail off the ground, and that's it. It's just a little exercise for pop, and it's something I need to start doing switch, because I know I still struggle just popping the board. And the look back. Originally, a longboarding trick is always a good choice to add on if you're getting better at riding and want a little low-key footwork trick. It's perfect just to add to a chill cruise, and it's also another really good way to get into your fakie or switch stance. And of course, the no comply frontside 180 is another good choice for that if you already know how to do those. For our more advanced skaters looking to take chill riding sessions, I've enjoyed working on these back wheel power slide reverts. I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but they are tons of fun and my new favorite riding skill. The most important thing is that you're enjoying your time skating, so turn up the music, roll around, just have fun, and realize that you can build up your riding skills over time. It's not just a skill for your first month of skating. These are skate skills for life.